Hi everyone, it's Jessie Katt here. Welcome back to my channel, and of course, if you are new, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. I'm a Jamaican that lives here in Toronto, and I try to show you guys a good time as much as possible. But right now, we have a sit-down video. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but last year, about 8 months ago, I did a video called She Destroyed My 2020 Vision Board. So basically, in that video, all I did was really talk about 2019 and what I wanted to do for 2020 and how Miss Rona was not going to mash up my year. Now, fast forward to 2021. Majority of the things I was able to accomplish. However, there are some stuff that I could not get done, and yes, it is because of Miss Rona. So what I had on that vision board was to travel. Now, last year, I did not necessarily want to travel out of country, but I wanted to explore Canada a little bit more. I didn't really get to do that much, but Ontario, where I am, and Ontario is the province in the United States. They call it states. In Jamaica, we call it parishes. So the province that I live is Ontario, and that's where Toronto is. Now, I really wanted to see if I can, see a little bit of Ontario. I wanted to do that for 2020. Didn't really get to do it that much. But this year, I have a feeling that we might can open up a little bit more. Not that outside wasn't really 100% locked where you couldn't really go see no place. But for this year, I feel like we can attempt to do a little bit more. Not go Niagara Falls. We've been there, done that. Go somewhere else. And so for this year, I'm going to try. Now, it's kind of a bummer that I can't really go to Jamaica. Well, not that I can't, but I don't want to. I don't want to travel. That's just me. Other people don't care, but I care. So I don't want to run that risk and, go travel. But actually, honestly, if you go out your yard, you're running that risk already. So let me just take that back. But yeah, so for now, it's just the traveling in Ontario. That's what I'm going to focus on. Yeah. Oh, the next thing is a short video, because Now the next thing now is I wanted to do a podcast, and I was very clear with you guys on this podcast, and there's a lot that went through mentally with regards to this podcast, because the time period where I wanted to actually launch the podcast, I realized that there were so many big names doing podcasts. I'm not gonna lie, it got to me. It was just like, all right, if you are gonna do podcast and use this big name somebody, and you are gonna do that podcast and use our next big name somebody, want to lick a shrimp like me. Basically, I got rough out in these streets, and I'm not a person who really look at other people and say, yo, I can't do this too. I'm not that person. It was just the time period and what was going on, and everybody was at them yard, and it was very easy to do podcasts for a lot of people. And so, I just took a step back. But it is a goal of mine, and so I'm still gonna do it. So now 2021 going to be the year where I finally do a podcast. Many times it's easier to do podcasts with somebody else because it's just me and I'm pulling my weight alone by myself. And so, sometimes you're like, can you do it? Because a lot of people who are coming out, they're either very famous or they have someone to do it with. So, and honestly, for me, I think podcast is really fun with more than one person. Yeah. Like, it's really fun because you have different opinions and you get to interact with somebody while talking, and you can bust a good joke and someone else will laugh. Really. Like, no one's laughing. But yeah, it also came to the point where I was like looking for somebody to do podcasts with. So I was looking at some of my male friends, because I have quite a few male friends up here, and the whole of them have some serious personality. So I was looking at some of them, and I talked to some of them to see how them feel, or whatever. But I'm just like, yeah, maybe just do what we want to do in the beginning, and I'll just do the podcast by myself. I hope you guys enjoy my podcast in the future. Now, the next thing that was on my list with regards to vision boarding is my business. So now, last time I was telling you guys that I had a blueprint for my business, and 2020 was a launching and all these good things for my business. Now, I was lucky enough to be able to have some sort of weight in the business where I was getting clients here and there. Now, I didn't do the actual launch I wanted to do. So the business did start now. People are here about the business, and I do my thing. But I didn't do that grand launch that I wanted to do. And I'm there thinking, can I still do it? Because it's almost a year, it is a year after. Can I actually do a launch? I'm trying to get these ideas out because I want my business to be successful. Duh, everybody wants their business to be successful. And I'm still at the building stage, and I'll be in the building stage for a few years, like actually forever. But I'm at that building stage like a baby. And so, just to think, I need to do something that would be grand enough for me, because like I say, a launch, it's kind of weird to do a launch now, but all is well. We'll figure it out. But we'll figure it out in 2021. Why? Because we have to. Now, the good thing is I also started another business. Yes, I know. I tell you guys this all the time. I'm somebody who love to keep my hand in one bag of pot. It just have to. I have to. I can't do nothing else but do that. And so I'm always doing something. That's why I'm also always tired. I'm always tired. But I have a hustle mentality. So if I can give you guys advice, please, if it's possible, do not have one stream of income. I think 2020 taught us that one stream of income is not a thing. So we've gotten a lot of traction with that. It has had such a great steady growth. In 2020, we started mid 2020, so we're a good 6 months, 7 months in right now, 8 months, 7 months in. So it's a good feeling to see a good steady growth, and we constantly have people always reaching out to us and wanting to collab with us, wanting to do things with us. So those two businesses, I'm gonna link them in the bio, so you can just have a look to see what go on. I know for the Black Success, it's for us in Toronto, so you in Jamaica might not be able to relate that much, but it's a great initiative, and I'm really happy with what's happening over there. So I told you guys this video is gonna be very short, just because I don't have that much for 2021, because we are still in a pandemic. This not gonna end anytime soon. So as much as we didn't want 2020 to end, 2021 for us especially, it looked like it stretched out. It looked like it stretched out real bad, and our cases have gone up. It's just really annoying. So I wish I was in Jamaica right now, because Jamaica look like no keep down there. Like everybody is still do everything, even though there's a curfew and blah blah blah. Everybody, you guys have to understand. There are different things happening in 2 different countries, right? And just the luxuries of going to a restaurant. I see people in Jamaica going to restaurants. I would love to go to a restaurant. A big man thing. I would love to go to a restaurant, but everything is closed. Everything is locked down, and like a lot of restaurants are suffering. Oh, but that's another story, so let's not go there. So the traveling, the podcast, and the businesses. So it's 4 things, because it's 2 businesses. This don't really sound like a positive vision board, don't? You know what? Before I drag this video down any further, let me just goodbye, guys. Mental health is a real thing. I see a lot of people suffering. Emergency, we are suffering here.